Hey everybody, Shoreline Rider here. Actually on the shoreline today, up in Caribou Island, Nova Scotia. And I am going to steal this bike and take it for a joyride. All right, what's up everybody? We're gonna take a ride out to the Caribou Island lighthouse. Caribou Island lighthouse. We're currently on Caribou Island. Some water here, and there's water at the other end of where I just came from, so this lighthouse is just a short 10-minute drive from where I've been cottaging for the last week. If you're wondering about this bike that I'm on, no, I didn't trade in my Street Glide. This Sportster Custom Super Low belongs to Moto Ginger, who rode up from town to see us this week. And because I was at the cottage and had kids in a van full of supplies, decided to let me take this thing out for a rip today and get some footage for the vlog. So hopefully this all works out. Had some issues with my microphone lately, so hopefully everybody can hear me. Yeah, so this is a Sportster 883. It's a beautiful bike. It's 2013. It's got fuel injection, which is kind of nice. The bike I had before my Street Glide was also a Sportster. It was a little bit older. It was 2004. Carbureted. You know, whenever you're driving a carbureted bike and everybody around you is driving fuel injection, you have to start your bike a couple of minutes earlier and play with the choke and make sure it's ready to roll when everybody else is ready to roll. Anyway, I very much like this bike. This is it handles well, it's nimble, it's just a beautiful bike. Just on the topic of riding different bikes, I remember when I took my safety course a few years back, I knew I wanted to ride a cruiser. It just appealed to me. So, you know, I had an uncle that was always a Harley rider. He was pretty cool in my book, so I figured maybe I'll be as cool as him someday. Guess I'll let you know if I ever am. Anyway, I took the course, and obviously when you walk in, there's a number of bikes to choose from. Honda Groms, big dirt bikes, little Suzuki cruisers. So I hopped on a cruiser and just felt right, you know. So I knew that my first bike was going to be a cruiser, and first bike was a Harley. Some people think that that's a big jump for a new rider, but I think if you can find something that you're comfortable on and is nimble enough, and I don't worry too much about the power of the bike. Obviously that's in the hands of the rider. I do love these twisty roads, but you never know when you're gonna see gravel or large potholes. Even when some of the patches start to deteriorate, you get loose asphalt. But in general, these roads are pretty nice around here. Also, this bike, true to its name, is a super low. Sometimes you hit bumps, you feel it scrape underneath you. I think it's got one of the lowest standover heights of any Harley Davidson.
A few moments later.
And here we are at the lighthouse. Oh, little bonus content here. We get the ferry that's coming into Nova Scotia from Prince Edward Island. This lighthouse, originally built 1868, was also a place of residence at the time, and rebuilt in, I think, 1915, and then rebuilt again in 1971, which is the one you see here now. So hopefully you can see that ferry there. That's coming in from Prince Edward Island to Pikto, Nova Scotia. And I believe it's about a 45-minute ferry ride. It's not too onerous. So yeah, there's the ferry. Come out a little further where you can see the beach. Not much beach today. We were up here the other day and the tide was out quite a bit more. Like I always say, lovely part of the world. I like to recommend to people that if they can go and test ride other types of bikes, they should get a feel for what's out there, get a feel for what they like and what they don't like. It'll help them when they try to choose their next bike. You know, personally, I do like the cruisers and I do like Harleys, so I would go to my local Harley dealer, Privateers Harley Davidson, and would see kind of what they had out for test drives. And so over the last couple of years I've taken out a Fat Bob, and last year I got to take out a 2020 Street Glide, which was really my first foray into big baggers. And I gotta tell you, I think that's what sold me. I love that bike. I love the feel of it. I love the power of it. You know, it was really nice. Take it out on the highway, lots of power. And then when I felt like it was time to change bikes, and I knew I wanted to do more highway riding, I figured I better see what's out there for street glides. Then I found the one that I have now. I like it quite a lot.
Day 2.
Alright, now we're in Pikto, Nova Scotia. So Pikto was the landing of the ship Hector, which brought 200 immigrants from Scotland over to Nova Scotia. What you see there, hopefully you can see it, is a replica of the Hector. I'm just going to pull in and get a slightly better view of it for you. So this replica was commissioned in 1990, I believe. And I can't imagine putting 200 people on there to bob across the Atlantic. But there you go. And that started years and years and years of immigrants coming to Nova Scotia from Scotland. Pretty cool. And you see here all the clans that have arrived. They have all their crests posted here. On the light posts.